afternoon to all of you guys. Welcome aboard in behalf of our captain behind the wheel, Mr. Morgan, and me, Karen, as your guide today. We won't be needing the headset, okay? I will be guiding you lively for this Yes Island. Yeah? If you want me to sing, you can list down the song you want me to sing because I have the mic. And I'm working. So for those who wish to join the Ferrari world, we also have the selling ticket there if you want to join the Ferrari world. So it's starting for our tour, guys. This Yes Island will take us 2 hours without getting off the bus. If you wish to get off, we can see you after 1 hour. Just be reminded with the timing so that make sure you have the map so that you will know the stops aside from me guiding you. Starting the tour, look over now on your right hand side. We can see here the majestic and the beautiful Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque, designed by Muhammad Ali Al Ameri. It covers a total land area of 22,000 square meters, and it has the capacity of 41,000 worshippers. The main prayer hall alone, for those who visited this mosque already, you know that biggest dome, it can accommodate up to 9,000 worshippers. And the next 2 rooms from it can accommodate up to 1,500, and they are only exclusive for the use of women, as Islam dictates that men and women must pray separately. So you notice that when you go to the checking fences, there's always separate way for men and women, yeah? That is one of their beliefs, the pillars of Muslim. Looking over, well done for those who wish to see a pure gold. Look over to the tips of these domes and these minarets, these towers. You know, they are made up from pure 24 karat gold. Yeah, so if I want to become rich, I can get one tip, then go home in my country, yeah? Yeah, very good plan. The total construction of this mosque has reached as high as $545 US. That is the living here in the Emirates. So if you've been to the mosque, you've seen there the largest chandelier in the world, one of the largest chandelier in the world, which is mainly by German crystals, and it costs $8 million US. For the largest carpet in there, for those who visited the central hall, you just step into the largest and to the thickest carpet in the world where you have to remove your shoes. That is the central hall. And the largest because it measures 6,000 square meters, and it was woven by 1,200 Iranian women, and it is actually took 2 years to finish weaving that carpet. And it's not that expensive, only $8.5 million US, yeah? So in here, if you will convert it, the total construction of this mosque in dirhams, it reaches 2 billion dirhams. If you don't want to have the currency of US dollars, make it dirhams, it's 2 billion. So you can see now we have traffic on our left hand side. Going back to this mosque, it is open as early as 9 in the morning and closes as late as 10 in the evening. So for those who have time to visit it later in the evening, it's also beautiful because it has it's a light during at night, this Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. Being in an Arabic country, the official religion they have here is Islam. The Islam believe that there is only one God, and that is Allah, and He has His prophet, the messenger Muhammad. So in here, how many times do you pray? Yeah? How many times do you pray, guys? Me twice a year. No, just kidding. Here, it is required to pray 5 times a day. So that is the Muslim beliefs. Of course, they are praying 5 times a day, and they are what they call it. Maybe you heard it already. The song that resembles with a song that is actually not a song but a prayer call. It is a sign that they have to pray. So maybe after the song, you heard that song. After 20 minutes, they will be starting praying. So that is the sign of the calling for a prayer. Look over here on your right hand side, and you can see once again, it's a majestic full view. You know the marbles they use in here in this construction, it is mostly by Italian marbles. There's a big construction going on right in front of it. This is called the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque Center. This, if you will look over to these colorful boardings, you will have an idea on what it will look like in the future. So So it will be just another add-up to and illuminates the beauty of this Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. This part you can see on your right hand side, it is a park, a typical type of park where usually every Friday you can find this park very busy because Friday is the holy day in the Islamic week. If we have as Christians, we have Sunday. Here the holy day is every Friday. Prayer time. On our left hand side, this structures you can see is the Armed Forces Officers Club. It is consisting of 600 clubs and hotel rooms. It has also a facility for sporting facility, but it was built only for the sole use of the armed forces of the United Arab Emirates. So in here, if you belong in the armed forces, yes, you have your own club right there, the Officers Club. And later on, we will just pass by to the General Military Center, which is the headquarters of every military unit we have here in the UAE. DHABI. And you know the UAE, right now the population we have for the whole UAE, it is already 10,363,672. So all of that population, even here, only for Abu Dhabi, we have the 2.65 million. That population, 80% of that population are covered by mostly foreign workers like the expats. Like me, who's working here for Abu Dhabi, only 20% are the population of the local Emirati. So yeah, if we want to raise war, we could raise war, yeah? That's joking. It is because here, one of the attraction of the country for those who are workers like me to come here, because we are earning salary tax-free. It is one of the attractions they have in here. That's why most of the workers are coming here to work in Abu Dhabi. Coming up on your right-hand side guys, that is structure you can see on your right-hand side, that is the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, featuring a lot of numbers of hotels, 375 number of rooms. It was inspired by Renaissance and Renaissance way of architecture. It is also a good place you can consider when spending holiday here in Abu Dhabi because it is very near to the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque and just 30 minutes away from the city. Now, on your right-hand side, this is the basic structure you can see with the flag of the UAE. It is now the General Military Center headquarters. It comprises of all the units we have in here. For example, the armed forces, the army, and the other naval and administrative sectors of this UAE. Approximately, we have 65,000 number of troops, and those troops are ready to defend all the 7 emirates of the UAE. Most of the graduates we have in here, they are graduates from United Kingdom Royal Military Academy at Sandhurst, and some are even graduates from United States Military Academy. Let's say here, most of the officers, they are Emirati because the government is really funding and giving them free education. Let's say they will send them to United States, and then when they finish the degree, they should come back in here and then train another batch of troops. So that's the system they have in this. And it's not allowed to take a picture in those areas. Number one rule they have here in the UAE is you cannot take pictures to those government facility or government offices. So right now, we're just about to cross. Look over on your right hand side. This is the Sheikh Zayed Bridge. You know, this Sheikh Zayed Bridge is the newest bridge connecting the Abu Dhabi Island. This is Abu Dhabi Island, connecting us now to the mainland. After we cross this bridge, that is the mainland of the Abu Dhabi. So the Sheikh Zayed Grand Bridge was actually unveiled on 2011, and it was named after the late His Highness. That's why it has the same name to the mosque, Sheikh Zayed. This is also the Sheikh Zayed Bridge. It has a length of 842 meters, and it connects the Abu Dhabi Island to the mainland of this Abu Dhabi. Now look over here on your left hand side. This This island is called the Al Nar. The reason why Abu Dhabi is modern and rich, it is because of this oil refinery. You know that one, we have a lot here, a lot of the source of oil. It is now the Al Nar, the biggest oil refinery we have here in Abu Dhabi. And this Al Nar is where they also found before the old inhabitants we have here in the Emirates. This Al Nar, those part you can see is the oil refinery, and the other one right here is a mixed use of electric plant and the water desalination complex. Al Nar is an Arabic word which stands for the mother of fire. Or as a UMM, that stands for mother, and Al stands for of, and Nar for fire. So if you want to have a child and you want to name her Nar, you can name her Nar, yeah? Name fire. Look over here, all of these white tanks you can see on the left-hand side. This is part of the water desalination complex. The reason why Abu Dhabi, aside despite of being in a desert, you may not even feel like it, because right now you can see a lot of greenery. It is because of this water desalination complex. Because here in Abu Dhabi, we are having the largest consumption of water in the world, considered here only in Abu Dhabi. Meanwhile, on your right hand side, this is the PI. All of these structures you can see is part of the Petroleum Institute. This institute is a university that is offering only engineering courses. If I have engineers on board, this offers the 5 major engineering courses, and it is being funded by national and international oil company. By the national, we have here the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. Also, the residents we have here, they should work to the government for the oil and gas industry. That is mostly located, of course, here in the island of the Al Nar. Those who are studying in there, they are being sponsored as well by some of the oil company we have, international and national. Here you can find the tomb, like a cemetery. You know, it is very rare to find a cemetery because you are in the Islamic country, right? But here you can find those at cemetery on your right hand side. As I've mentioned, having the largest water consumption in the world, Abu Dhabi has maintained the greenery of this city. It is because we are using here 250 millions of gallons of water per day, considered to be the largest water consumption in the world. It is no wonder, maybe you are wondering where we are getting the water. Maybe you have idea where we are getting the water? No? Yeah, from the sea, number one. No other resources but from the sea. So the number one responsibility of the water desalination complex is also to desalinate the water that we are claiming from the sea, so that we can use it in our daily lives. And also it takes part to the irrigation system that we have. That's why if you can see all of those trees, you will not even see, but there's always an irrigation system of pipe that connects here with all these greeneries you can see, so that in every, there is actually a specific timing when they will be irrigating all of these plants. It is also the number one project of the late His Highness Sheikh Zayed. All of the trees you can see here in Abu Dhabi, they are counted. They are part of the 140 millions of trees that was planted across the Emirates. So imagine, that's why, you know, the late His Highness Sheikh Zayed, he got the award, the first head of a country that got the award from a body that, I was distracted with the Ferrari car. Anyway, going back, he got the award as an environmentalist because he had the passion, you know, to maintain the greenery and conserve the natures we have in the region. I almost got distracted by the Anyway, here as we just passed by on, you can just see this on your left hand side. It is just vast expanse of desert, but the first building we will see now, almost visible on your left hand side, the most expensive theater ever built. This is now the Al Wahad Theater on your left hand side. Do you believe this? It is expensive because it cost 23 million US dollars for the construction of this building. So do you think it will cost 23 million? This is now the Al Wahad Theater. This Al Wahad Theater, it is a theater with a state-of-the-art light lighting, and the center stage of this theater is a revolving one. It has a capacity of 2,100 spectators. Yeah, because they are rich, they don't know what to do with the money, yeah? So that's why we're building expensive theater. It has said to be the premier cultural destination in the region. So maybe for some of you will come back in here in a year or two or three. On your left hand side, it is part of the Alwaha development project in here, guys. The government is aiming to create more hotels, retail shops, commercial units that will be built on your left hand side. And it is for the main reason of accommodating the booming industry of tourism we have here in Abu Dhabi. And also, the city itself, right now we are on the mainland, the city is being crowded with all of those buildings and infrastructure. So right now, they are developing more residential units located here in the mainland of Abu Dhabi. Look over here on your right hand side and you can see this structure is part of the Alwaha Gardens. This is the Alwaha Gardens, a residential area where you can find here most of the workers we have in the city. They are having accommodation here. For example, you will be employed here in Abu Dhabi. The company can provide you the accommodation, and this Alwaha Gardens is just one of them. Or you can get the money that the company is providing you, so that you can get that money, and then you can choose place while you're staying and working here in Abu Dhabi. So that's the system we have. So maybe you are curious for me. We have different, yeah? Only especially for the government, if you will be employed here, oh, that's a good job to be employed here in the government with all of the perks of working in a government body. But mostly of the private, they don't provide accommodation. Most of the teachers we have in the city, they are accommodating or staying in this area. Now, almost visible on your left hand side, guys, look at there. Almost the full view of this circular building, the Aldar headquarters. You know, guys, for others, that building is called to be the $250 building because of its perfect round shape. A natural marina on your left hand side. This is the starting point of the Emirates Sailing School. If you want to learn boating, kayaking, rowing, navigation, and first aid, you could try here to enroll at the Emirates Sailing School. This promotes the modern and the traditional way of sailing. This was inaugurated on the 1st of May, 1996. Here now, this villa, you can see, is part of the Alwaha Beach Hotel. This Alwaha Beach Hotel giving you the option of single bedroom to this biggest villa that they have. It has also a natural marina and a beautiful beach at the back of this hotel. So for those who are going to consider next time on your holiday, this Alwaha Beach Hotel is also a good place you can choose. And that's really it is the Alwaha Mall. Now the circular building on our left hand side, the Aldar headquarters with a height of 100 centimeters. This is just one of the rare buildings you can see, and only here in the whole Middle East, you can only see it here in Abu Dhabi. It comprises of commercial units and offices. If you look over, guys, if you know Star Wars, there is Darth Vader. I'm not sure about the name, yeah. But that is the cast of the Star Wars movie. Yeah? You know, the one who created or designed also this building is also the one who developed the Yas Island. Do you know that where we are hiding at? The Yas Island, okay? The Yas Island, it is not a natural island. It is a man-made island. So you see, they have a lot of money. There's a lot of island, but still they're creating more islands, yeah? Imagine Abu Dhabi alone is an island. And it has another 200 islands. But this Yas Island is a man-made island. If you've been in Dubai, you've seen the Jumeirah, yeah? The Jumeirah Palm, yeah, that is the largest, the massive man-made island in the Dubai. Now, meanwhile, on your left-hand side, you can see those buildings that resembles with a ladder. If you want to stay in here in Abu Dhabi by having the most beautiful view of a water body, try it here at the Al Bandar Towers. The first one is called the Al Nazim, the second one is the Al Manara, and the last tower is the Al Barza. To be specific, they are 511 modern glass fronted apartments, larger family units, and loft residences. They are expensive because they are like 10 times higher with a regular villa you can get in here. So usually in 30 to 100,000 you can rent one villa or a single, let's say, studio type. Here, with only 2 bedrooms, it can cost 350,000 dirhams per year. Yeah, so do the conversion now, guys. It is because they are water, there's a beach in front of them, and when you wake up in the morning, you can go back to the beach in front of your unit. Yeah, that's a good plan. And for those who are good swimmer, you know, guys, it is only 500 meters away from the Yas Island. So do not take a car. Yeah, you can swim from here to the Yas Island. That will bring you to the Yas Beach. That is another residential building, the Al Munira. Now on our right hand side, for those who flew with the Etihad Airways, it is called the Etihad Airways Plaza. This is mixed use of residential and commercial units. For the residential, it is the accommodation area of most of the staffs and crew we have in the Etihad Airways. Have you flew with the Etihad? Etihad is the official national airlines of the United Arab Emirates. In front of it, the Sheikh Zayed Air Navigation Center. So you see, they have their own navigation center in front of this Etihad Plaza. And Etihad is an Arabic word which means union or unity. And that stands from the union and unity of all the other 6 Emirates, starting from here, Abu Dhabi. We have here the Etihad headquarters as the main office of the airlines of the Etihad, located here on your right hand side. You know, guys, most of the stockholders we have in this Etihad, they are belonging in a royal clan we have here in Abu Dhabi under the Al Nahyan. So elected on the 3rd of November 2004, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan is our current ruler right now. Only a day after his father's death, on November 2, 2004, he was elected to be the next ruler of this United Arab Emirates. So right now, maybe you are wondering, what are the perks of being a sheikh? The advantage of being a ruler or a president? I will show you. Okay, now, on your right hand side, look over this white structure with the dome inside. As I've mentioned, the perks of being a sheikh, you have your own presidential flight. It is the exclusive terminal, aircraft terminal for His Highness Sheikh Khalifa and all of his relatives. Imagine, you know, one aircraft here. Actually, it has the capacity of a lot of passengers, but it will take off for only 8 passengers per on board, or even 4. And that's including, for the 8, including the pilots. So imagine, that is the perks of being a president right on your right hand side. Now, the biggest construction we have on your right hand side, this will be claimed, guys, the largest airport in the Middle East. It is called the Midfield Terminal Project. You know the design? It's like an X structure. It has the north, east, west, and south wing, and it will be catering 45 millions of passengers per year. So right now we are approximately only around 15 to 20 million. This airport can accommodate double the amount of passengers that it can cater. And you know how much the budget? Only 40 billion US dollars. Yeah, it's not a lot. That is one of the biggest projects we have. Now for those who will also visit for the next years, they also have a lot of still large projects that is happening. So maybe you are wondering what will happen to the old airport. That old airport will also connect, or there will be a link system that will link the old airport to the new airport. So I don't know if you're familiar with the Singapore or some other airport, but they have the metro or the transit inside the airport where it connects one airport to the other one. So it will also be like this one. I think in Singapore, the Shanghai airport, They have also the local metro in there, connecting the other side of the airport, or from the other airport, Terminal 1 to Terminal 2. So that will be happening here in the Midfield Terminal. So ahead of you now, you can see the Yas Island. So where we are heading now. This Yas Island, you can see now all of these German guests on board. Yes, we have that. Yeah, you know my boyfriend, sir, Nico Rosberg, won the racing here. Yeah, and before my ex-boyfriend was Lewis Hamilton, but he lost the game, so I changed boyfriend to Nico Rosberg. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's our secret. Do not tell it to my manager, okay? Or else he might think that I'm getting insane. So you are lucky you met the girlfriend of Nico Rosberg, the tour guide of the Big Boss, Abu Dhabi. So look over there, guys. You can now almost see the roof of the Ferrari World, the largest amusement park in the world. And it homes the fastest roller coaster in the world. So by riding that roller coaster, you can say, yes, you had the best ride of your life by by joining that roller coaster. And ahead of you, this is now our first stop, the Yas Viceroy Hotel. So you can see that the rear structure in front of you that almost resembles with a fishing net. So this Yas Island, the foundation of this Yas Island was started in 2006, and it only finishes all its construction. And you know, before it is water body. All of these things you can see. Even the Yas Island location, it is pure part of the Arabian Gulf. So you can take a picture now, guys, if you're there. You also have there the Cipriani restaurant at the top and the Shams Tower. So we'll cross this Yas Tunnel, 1.1 kilometer long, leaving us now inside the Yas Marina, inside the Yas Island. Viceroy Hotel, the first and only 5-star hotel located here in the Yas Island, where it is just one of the rare hotels that was built across the Yas Marina circuit. If you miss a picture, don't worry, we will go in front of it so you can take a picture. Right now, this stands you can see, or tents on your right hand side, it is part of the Yas Marina circuit grandstands, the location of the spectators of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix whenever they are watching the real Formula 1 racing happening inside the circuit. So you know, guys, when we cross this tunnel, the Yas Marina Circuit tunnel, below this tunnel is the home of the Formula 1 racing track. So look closely. On this side, only the both side, yes. If you look closely right there, at the bottom, and here, yes, that is the racing track of the Yas Marina Circuit. Alright, there. Don't worry, guys, we will move a little bit slowly later so that you can take a picture. So the Yas Marina Circuit on either both side of the road. This Yas Viceroy Hotel is just one of the rare hotels that is built across the Yas Marina Circuit. So you know, if you will stay here in the Yas Viceroy, in every unit you can always see the track of the Yas Marina Circuit. It has 499 of rooms, this Yas Viceroy Hotel, and 75 number of suites. This has been also the home of the winners we have for the recent Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So this will be our stop now for the Yas Viceroy Hotel. see that helicopter? Wow! Amazing! I am wondering who's inside that helicopter, ah? Yeah, maybe my boyfriend. Maybe that's me, girls. Like, oh, wait for me. Okay, good? Alright. Let's wait for our next stop. For those who wish also to visit the US Marina Circuit, on where we will be having our stop inside the circuit later on. And our fourth stop on is Yas Island Tour. Now our next stop, the Yas Plaza Hotels. Now on our left hand side, these Yas Plaza Hotels, you can find here 6 hotels built near with each other. These we have first the Parking by the Radisson Blu. We also have the Crown Plaza, the Staybridge Suites, the Centro, and the Yas Island Ratana. So all of these hotels, they were built to near with each other. It is for the purpose of security, because they want to know only how many people are staying here in the Yas Island by having the statistics only from this area, and another one, the Yas Island, who stayed in these hotels. They also have here restaurants, so if you are looking for a big fine dining experience, you can try these restaurants as featured in every hotels. On our right hand side, this is the Radisson Blu. Red bikes, they are for rent for only 15 dirhams. You can have them more if you want to cycle around the Yas Island for only 15 dirhams, payable by credit card. The Crown Plaza now on your right hand side. You also have now the Staybridge Suites. The Centro, and last one is the Yas Island Retirement. This will be our again a part of the Yas Marina circuit. If you will look closely, the hill you can see on your right hand side, that is still part of the racing track. With all those reds and white colors fencing the track of the Yas Marina circuit. You can see now the flag of the UAE on your right hand side. You know, before, this post containing all of the flags of those who participated at the Grand Prix. Leading, of course, the flag. So coming up on your right hand side, you can now take a picture of the roof of the Ferrari World, having the largest Ferrari logo on it on the top. This Ferrari World is called the fastest roller coaster in the world, and you can also find all of the other 20 rides inside this biggest amusement park. Now the Ferrari World on our right hand side in its roof. In front of it we have the Do Arena. This Do Arena is an open air venue for live performances and concerts. Now this construction of this roller coaster, you can see on your right hand side, is not yet open. The Flying Aces, which will be coming soon. Another record-breaking ride. It is because this ride, when it launched, this will be claimed to be the steepest roller coaster in the world with a height of 170 feet. So imagine that will be another adding up, another best ride of your ride once you visited this another attraction they have in the Ferrari. Okay, on your right hand side now, the Yes Water World. The Yes Water World giving you its accelerating rides and slides. You know that round thingy at the top, that is the symbol of last pearl. Because this Yas Water World was created based on a story of a young Emirati girl named Nana, who brought back that last pearl to her village, bringing back again its prosperity. But in order to do that, she had to overcome all the trials and hindrances, and that symbolizes all the different slides and rides we have inside this water resort park. This Yas Water World is also called to be the Green Water Resort Park. It is because here in the Yas Water World, they are only using 100% recycled water. Just do not ask me guys how clean is the water. But I think it's clean having there's a high-end facility in terms of filtration and all of the waters that they are using in here. It is open as early as 9 in the morning and they're closing 6 in the evening. Ticket price varies because here you can have the combination of having the Yas Water World and the Ferrari World for only 290 dirhams. And for the regular ticket, they have 245 dirhams. You can enjoy all of the 42 rides and slides we have inside this resort.
that all the time. Otherwise, we might not have.
Tuollako voidaan? 3 hours utan ikon vielä.
Yeah, that is 3 hours.
Kyllä, chuuku kyllä. No, näin on kyllä. Hadapaakon uudelle nippaa. Hän on ihan näin kuin yli apua.
Get the bus back to Dubai at like
7 bus എടുക്കണം. Yes. 7 ഞാൻ അങ്ങനെ കളു. Come on. Go come on. 7 ഞാൻ അങ്ങനെ കളു. Bus station ൽ നിൽക്കണം.
if you get the bus at 7, you get to Dubai at 9.
9:30.
Yeah, and then it's like 10 minutes to the airport.
ഞാൻ already
So we'll get back by 10 at the airport. What are you going to do from 10 or to 2:50?
நாங்க போறோம். ரோட்ல இருந்து கப்பல் பண்ண நான் வெளிய போறதே இல்ல. இங்க போய்க்கறியா போறோம்.
End up getting airport 10 and then you're going to wait like 4 hours, 5 hours.
தம்பிக்கு பிளாங்கே நாங்க இதுக்கு மேக் ஷோ பண்ணனும்.
Shorter than what?
This will be our stop now for the Water World. After this, guys, we will be heading now to Ferrari World, our next stop.
Somebody did that. Misi-misi banget.
So meanwhile, on our right-hand side, the construction you can see right now with all of these points. This will be the second amusement park here in the Island, which will be the Warner Brothers Theme Park. That will be open on the next 3 years, so 2018. Right now, they're only building its foundation. And this construction will take 3 years. This will be the second amusement park here after the Ferrari World. It will feature 19 uniquely rides based on the Looney Tunes character like Tweety Bird, Bugs Bunny, and Tasmanian Devil. So the one who also developed the Ferrari World is also the developer we have here in this Warner Brothers theme park. So the next couple of years you will come back and visit. This will be another biggest attraction we have in the Island. So if you look over here on your right hand side now, the main character, that is Dana, the main character we have in the story of the Water World. If you will look closely with these colorful boardings you can see on your right hand side, they are mostly experiences of those guests who joined this Water World. We also have here the Tornado Ride Lake, and that is the DHABI. For the Bubbles Barrel, that is the largest surfable shit wave you can find here in the Water World. And most of the slides and rides you have here inside this resort, they were only designed and exclusively made by this from this Water World. You cannot find any of them in any part of the world. We also have the Narrow Fortress. For the steepest drop, you can ride the double drop inside this Water World. will be the Yas Mall and the Ferrari World. Our Yas Mall is the considered to be the largest and the newest mall we have here in Abu Dhabi. The largest because it has 500 international brands and units to offer you inside this mall, and also newest because it was only launched last year, 2014. So right now this Yas Mall is running its biggest promotion, so there's a lot of shops in here and stores. Most of the shops, they are on sale because it's running its biggest promotion for this year. Part of the celebration still of our National Day on the 2nd of December. Now the roof of the Ferrari World once again on your right hand side. This Ferrari World is claimed to be the largest amusement park because of its total landmass area. It covers 86,000 square meters, making it the largest amusement park in the world. If you look closely to the roof, it is mostly made up by aluminum materials. You know, this building, if it was built tilted upright, they believe that this will be claimed to be the tallest man-made building in the world that will cover 300 number of floors. But it was created widespread, but either way, it's still claimed to be the largest amusement park. At the moment, the largest, the tallest tower in the world is located in the heart of Dubai, the Burj Khalifa. This Ferrari World is open as early as 11 in the morning and it closes 10 in the evening. What you can see inside this Ferrari World is mostly attractions for rides and roller coasters. You can even see there some of the cars showcases inside this building. There will be only one entrance for the Yas Mall and Ferrari World that will be located on your left hand side. For those who will grab their late lunch, there's a lot of also foods and beverages outlet located inside this Yas Mall. In the shell-like structure you can see on your left, there's also a lot of varieties of restaurants. You can choose to buy your food right here. And this bridge you can see, that is the Footlink Bridge that connects the Yas Mall to the Ferrari World. this will be our stop guys for the Ferrari World and structure is the waiting area for the Formula Rossa. Track of the fastest roller coaster in the world, the Formula Rossa, running 240 km per hour, completing the loop of 2,105 meters in just 1 minute and 40 seconds. Which will be the Yas Marina circuit. We are now almost entering the Yas Marina circuit at the east entrance. This Yas Marina circuit is owned by the Abu Dhabi government and being operated by the Abu Dhabi Motorsports Management. It broke its ground on 2009 and we held here the first Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 2009, won by a German car racer Sebastian Vettel. Meanwhile, this Yas Marina circuit again was designed by a German designer Hermann Tilke, and it has a length of 5.55 km long, and it has 21 number of turns. You know, this Yas Marina circuit is just one of the rare tracks that is running anti-clockwise, which we have 12 turns to the left and 9 turns to the right. This Yas Marina circuit is the home of the Formula 1 racing track, and here it is actually not the first but the second racing track in the Middle East, as the first one located in Bahrain. Sebastian Vettel completed the loop in just 1 minute, 39 seconds and 29 nanoseconds. But for the next consecutive years, we have different winners. But the one who ruled is the British car racer, that was Lewis Hamilton, who just finished the loop first before. That was only 1 minute, 36 seconds and 13 nanoseconds. but he was won over by a German and Finnish car racer. That was Nico Rosberg, who just completed the loop in 1 minute 38 seconds and 30 nanoseconds, heading a leading 8 seconds ahead from Hamilton. So in here, those you can see on your left hand side, that is the grandstand still located in the circuit. Now on your right hand side, this area is a practicing area and exhibition before those cars before joining the big track of this Yas Marina circuit. On our right hand side, they have here also their own refueling station where most of the cars are refueled in that area. On your left hand side, this building mostly made by glasses with the two tents. This is called the Yas Marina Circuit headquarters, or the main controlling room of this racing track. The one who sponsors this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the annual Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, is no other than the Etihad Airways. This Etihad Airways signed a contract to be the sponsor, the main sponsor of this event from 2009 up to next year, 2016. Now on our right hand side, for those who are not professional driver but still you want to drive a circuit, try your luck here at the Yasgard Zone. You can run up to the speed of 60 km per hour for only 100 to 150 dirhams. You are entitled to run inside the circuit. They also have a tracking system that can track and see on how fast did you shave the seconds off inside this circuit. They will also give free uniforms for those who will join that one. stop and the last stop for this trip, which will be the Masdar City. right hand side, these buildings you can see are the Alzena community, featuring 973 apartment units, 150 townhouses, and more than 150 sky villas with private courtyard and swimming pool at the top of these buildings. The expansion they are having right now, that is the construction you can see. It is the building of the big supermarket of Waitrose, retail shops, and other commercial units. It is also believed to be the starting point of the Abra station, or the upcoming water taxi station for here in Abu Dhabi. The water taxi station will be the fourth means of transportation that we will be having here for the next couple of years. For the meantime, we only have the taxi and the public buses for our land transportation. For those who missed the Midfield Terminal project, the Abu Dhabi International Airport extension, look now on your left hand side. City, the modern city of the Abu Dhabi. Here you can only see a lot of still construction happening because this Masdar city, the full completion of this project will still be visioned to be completed up until the next 7 years. So in this Masdar city, what you can see in here are mostly solar panels and the massive solar field located in this Masdar city, considered to be the massive solar field in the whole Middle East, and you can only find it here. Most of the buildings in here, they are being run and they are only using solar energy as a means of their electricity and power. If you look over on your left hand side, you can see that building is standing alone with the UAE flag. That is the Masdar City Institute of Science and Technology, responsible for doing research and maximizing the use of solar energy and other renewable resources we have here in this Masdar City. One of the key attractions they have for you guys, especially you can ride the driverless car featured here the Mazda City that is being run by solar energy, where just by hitting the right button it can calculate the distance and bring you to places in which you wish to visit in this Mazda City. The one who designed these Ferrari cars also is also the one who designed this driverless car, the Italian designer Zagato. So if you look closely, those panels, you can see our lamp posts. At the top of them, you can see solar panel. So these solar panels are the one responsible in giving out electricity to this lamp post, brightening up the road of Mazda City during at night. You can see at the top of that building are also a lot of solar panels. And we have here the private building of this tenant, the Siemens company, a German company in line of electronic production. This is now their main headquarters. And you know guys that this building is the first only building here in Abu Dhabi that was awarded to be having the first and only LEED certified platinum building here in Abu Dhabi, which is called now the Green Building of the Siemens company. For those who are looking for high-end devices that is being run by solar energy and all of the stuffs run by solar energy and other renewable resources, you could try to have a look here in the Mazda City.
Что, можно сходить туда отсюда? Говорят, это прикольно. Значит, судя по всему, что народу мало, наверное, там очень интересно.
So we're now leaving ourselves for the Mazda City. This Mazda City is also the first project where they conducted the zero carbon emission project and a zero waste city. Because in here, as much as possible, they are cutting down the emission of carbon by using all of those things and devices here, mostly run by renewable resources. Here, the sun is considered to be the main blessing. As you can see, all of those solar panels are being powered solely by this power of the sun. Not only sun, and when we say renewable resources, we have the other means of it by having the wind, the electricity generated from the wind, the wave from the sea, but of course the geothermal heat.
Местная.
Being in a Middle East country having this sub-arid climate, this master city is the ideal place to rent those solar panels once and be used here in this master city. So this master city is also part of the counter plan of the government in case of the oil runs out. This will be the second main source of living that they will be having. So this will again uplift the economic stability and the status of this country. Now visible on your right hand side, especially for those who are sitting upstairs, you can see now the massive solar field on your right hand side. This is now the main powerhouse unit of the Masdar city, comprising of 87,780 multi-crystalline solar panels provided mostly by the Suntech company. These solar panels are tilted, as you can see, harnessing the sun rays. In this Masdar city, these solar panels, they generate electricity, and also this Masdar city is selling its services for those, let's say, private company which is in line of production, and most of its machine are being powered by solar energy. They can have or sign a mutual contract for this Masdar city, and then the Masdar city will provide the service, but then the company should pay for this Masdar city. And you know guys, this will be another thing that can be a source of income for this country. If you look over on your left hand side, meanwhile, as we are just moving on, the solar panels you can see on your left hand side, they are bigger solar panels but fewer compared to what we have on our right hand side.
Вообще на их месте придется площадь.
The first layer you can see on your left hand side, those first, second and third layer, they were actually the newest panels that was installed here for just a very week ago.
Слышать, как одноярус, я хотела 10 ярусов.
Даже еще не все бешеная нет.
On your left hand side now, this structures you can see is part of the Khalifa City, a residential area which is divided into three complexes, the Khalifa City A, B, and C. The Khalifa City A, where you can find also a mix of nationalities living here together. It is one of the residential area where most of the workers we have in the city, they are also having their accommodation in these villas. So if you will try to look one villa, this one villa might have 4 to 6 number of bedrooms. They are also having the project in here, the building of the new Khalifa City, that will be situated in between Khalifa City A and B. So right now guys, we're almost heading our tour now, then we will go back to the Zayed Grand Mosque. From there, our next bus that we will be catching going back to the city, that will be the train for 4:15. 4:15 for those who wish to go back to the city. For those who wish to visit the malls, we have the next bus after 4:15, that will be 4:45. So do you have any questions? Just let me know. Thank you. all your things and belongings. For those who have trash, just give us the empty barrels.
Да не, уже все. У нас кончился лимит.
По-честному, уже неохота.
Да, уже 15. Вот, видишь, там все стоят. Нет, надо понять, куда это все идет. А, вот это, да. Где-то здесь посадка такси. Вот он.
On behalf of our company behind the wheel, Mr. Morgan and Mike Aaron as your guide today, we would like to say thank you for joining us here in the Island Drive. And we wish you a pleasant stay here in Abu Dhabi. Thank you for choosing Big Bus.